Good afternoon, FAST29 with you. Chris Pickett here in the booth. Just wanted to touch base with everyone about some changes that are happening. The USORL is discussing potentially changing over to iRacing for Season 10 in Cup, as well as the Light Series for next season as well. And they're also going to be making some changes to the Truck Series as well. We'll go into that in just a little bit. But just wanted to kind of touch base on what that means for us here at FAST29. Obviously, we've done the best we can as far as getting things going within we've made some obvious changes as much as we can to make this look as good as we can. I mean, all the stuff you see at the bottom has been kind of a labor of love, if you will, as far as getting it looking as good as it does now. We got the telestrator going finally and everything. It's kind of, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's kind of looking toward, I mean, you saw Saturday night, there was only about 11 or 12 cars that were there. Still put on a good show, but obviously the need is there for kind of trying to expand the fields. Totally understand that. But as far as where we are, I mean, we just invested in a new laptop actually about 2 or 3 weeks ago, just to get the split screen going a little bit better, to make it to where I wasn't having any pauses during the racing. So that way you guys can get the best view that we could. It seems like that's been working really well. But I just can't justify spending a lot of money on another computer. We just upgraded this computer, the main computer that we stream off of. We just upgraded that probably about 2 to 3 years ago. The laptop, like I said, 2-3 weeks ago. I mean, that's basically between those two pieces right there. I just got a new mixer as well for the sound. Those 3 pieces alone was $1,500. And I just can't justify upgrading any of that again to iRacing. I just can't afford it. And on top of that, I can't stream off of this. There's just no way that iRacing will work as well as NR does. If you go back to our first broadcast on FAST29 at Darlington last year, it looked like crap. I'll be honest with you. We were running off a laptop. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing just to see if we could even do this, and it looked like crap. If you go back and look at it, I mean, there was no shadows on the cars. It was very, very drop down graphics just to make sure that it was going to work right. And over time, obviously, we've been able to improve that with the adjustments that we've made and everything to make it look good. And I tested out iRacing about a month ago just to see what it would look like. And at 30 frames per second, it looked like crap. I'll just be honest with you. It looked absolutely terrible. You could not tell what the cars were. You couldn't see numbers on the cars. You couldn't see the sponsorships because I had to turn everything down as far as I could. You could barely see the smoke. I mean, and it was 30 frames per second. I couldn't get it any higher than that. And most of the time it was in the 15 to 25 frames per second range. So it was just, there was just no real reason to even attempt to, let alone broadcast, even race with the guys on the iRacing deal. Because I just be in the way, number one, for my talent, but number two, just the way that the quality was, I couldn't tell you what was going on at all. I couldn't tell who was who. I couldn't do anything. So for right now, just to kind of put a bow on this for today, FAST29 is going to continue to broadcast the Cup Series as we have been doing for the races this season that JTN is not. We're still going to be doing the Friday night series. I'm not for sure how much I'm going to be doing the dad cam again because that's been bogging my computer down while I'm racing, as well as I'm just not getting as many hits. I mean, from Saturday night, I just got from the Cup Series race, I've only had 34 views compared to 89 last week. So it's been kind of a downhill for the last couple of weeks here. So right now, we're going to continue to get through this season, through season 9. It's been a great season given the lack of cars, obviously. Those that have been showing up and putting on a great show for us. But going into the next season, depending on what they decide to do, obviously the iRacing part of it, if they do decide to go into a more of an iRacing platform, FAST29 will not be broadcasting those. I'll just be completely honest with you. It's not going to happen. But if they do decide to do some more NR-based stuff, we will definitely do as many of those as we can, given time scheduling and things like that. So that's where we're at. If you have any questions, obviously You can leave us some comments. We definitely appreciate everybody that's subscribed. We hit 50 subscribers on Saturday night. No, that's not very many, but that's a cool little milestone considering that I didn't think we'd get 10. So to get to 50 is pretty awesome. Definitely appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast. I've enjoyed doing them, and I hope that we'll continue to bring you as good a broadcast as we can for the foreseeable future, and we'll kind of go from there. So appreciate you guys tuning in this afternoon. We will kick it off Friday night at I can't remember where we're at in the Wheeling series again, but we'll do something there on Friday night, and then Saturday night we'll be on JTN for the second race at Daytona. I'll be in that one, as barring any scheduling conflicts, but I'll be racing in that one. So look for that blue and white 29 Centos Ford, and we'll see if we can do a little bit better job than what we did in the first race. So for right now, from all of us here at FAST29, Chris Pickett signing off. God bless. We'll see you later.